Hi, I'm State Fire Marshal Butch Browning. This week's Marshal message is to get invited to the table. And I'm not talking about the firehouse table to have supper every night. We're already there. I'm talking about the tables in our community where the leaders come to, where decisions are made, where groups and communities meet. What I'm talking about is that our department needs to be holistically involved in our community. You know, what we do every day, certainly in fire and emergency services, is important, but we do other things. You know, we provide a spirit in our community. We provide for the values and the principles of our community. We defend the values of our community. And having a seat at the table in our organizations in our community are very important. Certainly, you know, you as a fire chief have a seat through a fire board, through some parish organizations, through a city, whether it be through a mayor's management group, through the councils and things that we work for. Those seats are very important. And I'll tell you, as being a fire chief, it was very important when I used to sit at the table with other department heads in the city, and I could learn, number one, what the problems are in the city and the needs are in the city, but I could also be an advocate to say, well, you know, if you're having trouble dealing with these issues, the fire department can help. And in many cases, we found ourselves getting involved in things that weren't directly firefighting, but it was 100% on target with the quality of life and the enhancements of our city. But there are other tables out there. You know, there are so many nonprofit and benevolent groups in our city, whether it's the Chamber of Commerce, whether it's the economic development groups in our community, whether it's, you know, other groups like Rotary, Lions Club. The list goes on and on and on and on. I'll tell you, as a forward-thinking fire chief, you want to find every table in your community where people come together, whether it's in the area of teaching young children, whether it's providing for our aged population. Any table in your community where groups come together, you need to be there. And the way you do it, certainly the fire chief can't be everywhere, but the way you do it is you find people in your organization who have that certain passion, whether it's your person on A shift who coaches Little League baseball in their off time, you know, or whether it's someone in your command staff that's involved in the religious communities across your area. Identify people who will put your uniform on and go to that table and represent your department. Because when you do that, when we have a seat at the table, when decisions are made, when innovations are found, it is the fire service that's part of that. So remember, together we could bring about better safety, better service, and a better quality of life to all in Louisiana if we could get ourselves invited to every table.